people, processes, and technology.
Bay is one of the highly rated universities in Nigeria in terms of product quality standards.
We don't just produce graduates, but groom people into employers of labor.
And it has made us understand that learning is all about three things. We learn, we unlearn, and we relearn.
Bayes University Hospital offers a range of specialized services equipped with the latest technology, manned by a team of trusted professionals. And now, our vision extends beyond our walls with the Baba Ahmed University in Kano following our lead. Join us at Bayes University and invest in your future today.
Bayes University is the institution that you will get the best value for money education in Nigeria.
Bayes University. Learn to live.
Hello and welcome to all our viewers in Nigeria and around the world to Midday News on Global Television. We're coming to you live from the nation's capital, Abuja. I am Queen Agaba. President Bola Tinubu has approved the creation of a Ministry of Livestock Development. This follows the inauguration of the Renewed Hope Livestock Reform Implementation Committee at the State House in Abuja. The committee is mandated to provide sector-focused solutions to address the age-long farmers' herders crisis on September 14, 2023. The National Livestock Reforms Committee recommended that Tinubu create a Ministry of Livestock Resources, among other deliverables, to reduce the long-standing conflict between farmers and nomadic cattle herders nationwide. The continuous increase in the prices of goods and services over the past year has informed President Tinubu's approval of 150-day duty-free import window. Correspondent Michael Edikem went round town to sample the opinion of Nigerians on this new policy by President Tinubu. His report.
Prices of food items in Nigeria have continued to skyrocket with no solution in sight. There is hardly a food item that has not witnessed daily price increase of recent times in all parts of the country. Worried by this situation, the federal government approved duty-free on some imported food items such as rice, maize and wheat, which would last for 150 days. In an interview, some Nigerians expressed anger frustration over the short period of the policy.
Okay, actually my concern about importation is that importation reduces our general GDP. So if the border is closed, let it remain closed. It has not helped us as the common citizen of this nation. So the better way forward is to empower the local indigenous to do our own production. Production will grow us better and it will help us. If we are starving for now and we promote agriculture for a few time, we will still reap the future and our children will enjoy it better than reopening and closing border as a temporary measure. I think I don't succumb to importation of food crop in any way.
To me, 150 days approval is really unacceptable. The issue of the difficulty in Nigeria is partly tied to the fact that we have been besieged. The borders are closed. What you don't have, you should import. There is no nation that don't import goods. Nigerians, we don't produce enough to feed our citizens. You don't want us to import what we don't have. United States imports from China what they don't produce. There is no country that is an island. The issue is that what you don't have sufficiently in your country, you should import it to supplement what you have. To say you are not going to import what you don't have, you are unnecessarily suffering the populace.
The border should be open so that food items should be cheap because people are really, really suffering. One cannot go to the market and come back smiling. Each time I personally go to the market, I'll come back angry because I don't know where we are going to. Imagine 1 kg of semo is sold now for 2,000. It's not funny at all. The government should please open the border so that we will not die.
That's the best thing they're supposed to have done long time ago. Closing the borders, yes, just to help our own industries to grow. But by the time you now find out going to the farms, the terrorists are there pursuing our farmers, things are not getting better. Every day when you go to the market today to buy a mudu or derrick of beans at 2,500, the next day you get it 3,000. So I think it's a welcome development.
Former President Muhammadu Buhari had closed the borders of the country, giving a lot of regulations and restrictions to imported goods to the country. However, the untold hardship among Nigerians is on the heels of the subsidy removal by President Bola Tinubu, which prices of food items and other commodities have been very high. They have called on governments not just to lift the ban for 150 days, but consider proper importation and encouraging local production in the country. Evikan Michael, reporting for Global TV News. Former President
Minister of State for Youth Development, Ayodele Olawande, has assured Nigerian youths that the administration of President Bola Tinubu is working to provide the enabling environment for young Nigerians to excel in their chosen vocations. The minister gave the assurance in Edo State at a youth empowerment program where he assured them of President Tinubu's commitment to support the actualization of their dreams, stating that his appointment was enough testament of the renewed hope the president promised.
The federal government, in a statement issued by Mohammed Idris, the Minister of Information and National Orientation, said the agreement was signed after extensive reviews and consultations by the Interministerial Committee convened by the Ministry of Budget and Economic Planning in collaboration with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Ministry of Justice. However, some Nigerians are bothered by certain articles of the agreement they believe systematically legalized the practice by those in lesbian, bisexual and transgender community.
As Nigerians, we know the current situation of things. And if we're being honest with ourselves, there's really no money. And so the duty is on governments to enter relations with other countries and find ways to bring funds into Nigeria.
So you cannot imagine, with the couple of the problems we have now in the country, we are inviting these dirty things that are not allowed.
Plateau State has fixed October 9, 2024 for the conduct of local government elections. Chairman of the State's Independent Electoral Commission, Plank J. Hishak, disclosed this during an ongoing meeting with leaders of political parties held at the Commission's headquarters in Jos, the state's capital. Lagos State Law Reform Commission has organized a 3-day workshop to harness artificial intelligence in translating the laws of Lagos State into Yoruba language. This was contained in a statement by the Senior Special Assistant on New Media to Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, Jubril Gawat, stating that the workshop was with a view to boosting public order and safety, operational efficiency, and improved accessibility and scalability of Lagos State laws. Nigerians have raised concerns over the recent Samoa Agreement signed by the federal government over what they consider disguised efforts to erode the country's moral values in exchange for Western loans. Edikem Michael completes the report.
And in a statement issued by Mohammed Idris, the Minister of Information and National Orientation, said the agreement was signed after extensive reviews and consultations by the Interministerial Committee convened by the Ministry of Budget and Economic Planning in collaboration with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Ministry of Justice. However, some Nigerians are bothered by certain articles of the agreement they believe systematically legalized the practice by those in lesbian, bisexual and transgender community.
As Nigerians, we know the current situation of things. And if we're being honest with ourselves, there's really no money. And so the duty is on governments to enter relations with other countries and find ways to bring funds into Nigeria.
So you cannot imagine, with the couple with the problems we have now in the country, we are inviting these dirty things that are not allowed in any religion. So I'm totally against it.
It's going to be detrimental to our youth. I'm not talking about myself, I'm talking about our youth. Because when our youth got to know about this agreement, it's going to be really detrimental to them. Detrimental in the sense that, how can we sign an agreement that we don't even know the consequences of it?
Though with a lot of concern, the Samoa Agreement serves as a vital legal framework between member states with the sole aim of promoting the sustainability, development and fighting climate change and generating opportunities for member states. Edikan Michael reporting for Global TV News.
The Emir of Muri, Alhaji Abbas Njida Tafida, has denied allegations that he destroyed farmlands belonging to some farmers in Kachala Ward, Adokola local government area in Taraba State. He described the allegations as false and reiterated his commitment to protecting the interests of his people, including the farmers. The Emir was reacting to allegations made by the Mumuye Development Cultural Association Youth Wing through its national president, Ezekiel Augustine. The association alleged that the Emir had destroyed farmlands belonging to Mumuye farmers in Kachala village. But the Emir countered that allegations were false and a calculated attempt to incite a section of the community against him. Former aides of ex-Kaduna State Governor Nasir El-Rufai says the current governor of the state, Uba Sani's administration, has been drawing from the various foreign loans facilitated by the immediate past government in the state. The ex-officials also dismissed accusations that El-Rufai government drew down the loans before it exited office in May 2023, describing the allegation by the Kaduna State House of Assembly that the former governor mismanaged 423 billion naira state funds as unfair and irresponsible. An ad hoc committee set up by the Kaduna State House of Assembly to investigate all finances, loans and contracts awarded under the immediate past governor had indicted El-Rufai and some of his appointees of siphoning, 423 billion naira state funds. The Senior Staff Association of Nigerian Universities and the Non-Academic Staff Union of Universities and allied institutions of the University of Abuja commenced protest over the failure of the government to release the 4-month salaries of the university workers during the period they embarked on strike in 2022. Addressing the press at the start of the protest, the chapter president Nuruddin Yusuf described the action of the government as provoking. The federal government had withheld salaries of both academic and non-academic staff in Nigerian universities for taking part in an industrial action that grounded the universities for 8 months in 2022. The Nigerian Meteorological Agency, NIMET, has initiated a training program on automatic weather station configuration and climate data tools to enhance data quality and availability. The training, which commenced at NIMET's headquarters, is part of the agency's efforts to modernize its weather and climate application tools. In a statement, the Director General and Chief Executive Officer of NIMET, Professor Charles Anosike, emphasized the importance of the training. A member of the National Assembly representing Ibadan North Federal Constituency in Oyo State, Musiliuddin Olaide Akinremi, popularly known as Jagaban, is dead. Akinremi died in the early hours of today. According to a statement by the spokesperson of the House, Akin Rotimi, he was a distinguished and ranking member of the 10th Assembly, serving as chairman of the House Committee on Science Research Institutions. You're watching the Midday News, coming to you live from Nigeria's capital, Abuja. We're on Star Times, channel 276. Kindly follow us on our social media platforms using @Global TV NG and other handles now showing on your screen. When the Midday News returns, Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited seeks new oil-backed loan to boost finances. This and other stories coming right after this break. Please stay with us. Entertainment news in lifestyle, music, movies, birthday celebration, and so much more. All on Entertainment Circle on Global Television. From the hottest red carpet event to exclusive interviews with your favorite stars, we've got you covered. Stay up to date with the latest trends and news from the entertainment world, all in one place. Tune in every Saturday by 1 p.m. with Chong Annabelle Joseph on Global Television. Many thanks for staying with us. Now, if you've just joined us, this is Global Television bringing you live broadcast of the Midday News. On the foreign scene, Russian strikes have killed 3 people in southern Ukraine, including the Black Sea port of Odessa. According to authorities, Russia has carried out 90 attacks on cities across Ukraine since launching its invasion in February 2022. It was unclear whether the deaths were caused by direct hits or falling debris from destroyed missiles. The Southern Defense Forces said Russia launched a ballistic missile and 4 guided missiles at the southern port. The first methanol-powered ship to ply routes between Europe's busy ports was unveiled in Rotterdam, with shipping owners hoping to spur efforts to bring down the industry's huge carbon footprint. The Eco Mestral, a 13,675-ton container carrier, will head off to Antwerp in the next few days before plotting a course for Klaipėda in Lithuania and Riga in Latvia, according to its owners. Capable of carrying more than 1,200 standard containers, the Eco Mestral is one of a handful of ships globally that is capable of running on both green biomethanol fuel, which is far more polluting. Authorities say a man has been caught trying to smuggle over 100 live snakes into mainland China by cramming them into his trousers. The unarmed traveler was stopped by customs officers as he sought to slip out of semi-autonomous Hong Kong and into the border city of Shenzhen, China, customs said in a statement. The statement said officers seized 104 of the scaly reptiles, including milk snakes and corn snakes, many of which were non-native species. In business, as part of efforts to address the food crisis in the country, the federal government is sending 60 trucks of fertilizer to each of the states of the Federation. Each of the 109 senators will also receive 2 trucks of fertilizer for distribution to farmers in their constituents, while the 360 members of the House of Representatives will get 1 truck each to distribute in their constituencies. The Senate, which disclosed the plan while debating on the food crisis at plenary, called on the federal government to expedite action on the fertilizer distribution. The call followed a motion moved by Senator Sunday Karimi, representing Kogi West, and co-sponsored by Senator Ali Ndume of Borno State at the plenary. Nigeria's NNPC is in talks for another oil-backed loan to boost its finances and allow investments in its business. Its chief executive officer says as pressure mounts on the state-backed oil company, the economy depends upon. The Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation, NNPC, in which the government is the main stakeholder, aims to raise at least $2 billion Two sources familiar with the situation. We'll take a quick break now. The news continues shortly.
Busy road, the increasing challenge of keeping track of health matters can be extremely demanding. Follow the latest health tips and trends on Health Guide on Global Television on Tuesday at 3 p.m. Health Guide on Global Television. Put your health first. Get ready for it. Inside Today brings you issues relating to family, peer pressure, drugs, substance abuse, societal and topical issues making rounds. Join Jermaine Manson on Global Television Monday to Thursday and a repeat every Friday. Time 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. Don't miss out.
Are you a
Many thanks for staying with us. The Minister of Housing and Urban Development, Ahmed Dangiwa, started the 250 housing unit Renewed Hope Estate in Oyo State as part of federal government efforts to reduce housing deficit and provide affordable housing for Nigerians. The inauguration was held at Erumu Dry Port in the Egbeda local government area of the state. He said the housing project was designed to be affordable for individuals and families with a stable source of income, adding that the importance of quality construction adherence to the highest standards of construction. The managing director of the Federal Airport Authority of Nigeria, Olubunmi Kuku, has stated that the 23.1 billion naira allocated for rehabilitation and repairing airport facilities nationwide is grossly insufficient. The FAN MD, during an interview, said that airport terminal areas, landslides and airsides are some of those things that require urgent improvement and the amount appropriate may not suffice. Kuku emphasized the aviation sector, particularly airports, is critical and requires substantial capital investment. That's it on the Midday News, and it came to you live from Nigeria's capital, Abuja. We're on Star Times, channel 276. Kindly follow us on all social media platforms using @Global TV NG and other handles now showing on your screen. I'm Queen Agaba. Thank you for watching and see you again.